Hello there. So, good evening. Welcome to another free English class here on Facebook Live. It's live. It's a live one. My name is Matt Perland. Matt Perland. There's a glottal stop there somewhere. I don't know where it is. But I thought I'd just pop on tonight, talk about our latest resource book. Latest free resource book has been published today, and I thought you'd like to know how to get it. So I thought I would tell you how to get it. Yeah, that's the quickest way for you to find out. Yeah, a new book. I've been working on this for a long while, and just today it's finally finished. I thought I could share it with you. I'm going to put the link here in the comments. Hello, Olimyon is hell or hello, hopefully hello, not hell. I don't know why I'm laughing, but here's the link. Yes, hello, you've got it right. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to look at this new book. I'm really proud of it, really pleased with it. This is something I've been working on throughout the whole year, the last 12 months. It's, as a matter of course, I usually work on new materials for my website at berlintraining.com. And so this year has been no exception, and I've produced loads of worksheets and visual stuff, visual materials as well. And I make a note of them, make a list of them during the year, and then in about September time, start to think about putting together a compilation book. And that's exactly what I've done this time. It's like last time. Let's take a look. Enough preamble. And let's start with the screen sharing. So, by the power of Zoom, let's have a look. Zoom is wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. Let's have a look at it. So I'll take you to the website here. Of course, it's berlintraining.com. You can go there, Berlin Training. How can I help you? And one day I'll have the reception, the big officers, the receptionist will answer like that, hopefully. Maybe, don't know. So I'm looking at the free books page on the website. It's in the menu at the top. Free books. You don't have to pay. And there are 26 free books, so that means there's one new one. Because before it said 25. So there's a new one in town. A new book in town. I've been writing these books for a long time, since about 2003, probably. So 26, a lot of books. I don't know. Maybe too much. Too much work. Not enough play. Not enough fun times. But anyway, it's all here for you. 26 free books. So we're looking at the first one in the list here. Yeah, you can download the free books as MS Word versions. All the books are public domain. Click here to find out more. So you can do anything you want with them. You can even resell them, print them, copy them, share them, do whatever. Do what you want. I'm not bothered. There's enough paid for books in the world. What about the free books? Some free ones? Then I'm offering free books, free, gratis, and free Libre. Free, you can do what you want. Anyway, I'm on the soapbox now. That's all for you. PhotocopiaBRILL 2. So last year I produced the first PhotocopiaBRILL, and this name has really taken off. It's just been amazing. How many people have been talking about PhotocopiaBRILL? Well, I have, and it's a sort of a cross between photocopiable and brilliant. I thought it was a good name, but really what it means is quite a mixed bag of worksheets. Both books are for levels B1 and B2. Not much here for beginners or elementary. Sorry about that. Maybe next one. Maybe next time. Who knows? And so let's have a look what you get when you go to this page. You can find it yourself on your own browser if you want. Yeah, new free resource book for teachers. Click here. Well, we're already here. Second one, maybe you've got the first volume and you've been using it for the whole year. Now you've got a second volume. Maybe you know some of the worksheets here. Yeah, it's the latest free printable resource book for effective English lessons. So, not ineffective, but effective, from perlintraining.com. On this page, you can download the complete book, the PDF, which is a big file, 25 megabytes. Well, it's not that big, but you can also download individual pages, PDF and Word documents. So you get the Word documents. If you want to amend it, change it in any way, you can download the Word documents. Maybe you want to change the text, add pictures, add your own branding of your school or your organization, your company. You can. It's public domain. It's all free, but this is new material. It's not from 70 years ago. No, it's not. It's new. From this year, from 2020. Not from this year, but from last year. Okay, so what do you get here? So you've got a PDF version of the book. I can't answer any questions or comments in Facebook at the moment, but please type them in the chat and I'll get back to you. I can't go there because I'm screen sharing. So this is the cover. Beautiful lighthouse. Maybe this material will help you in the time of need, just like a lighthouse helps sailors on the sea. The seas. 101 worksheets for effective English lessons. So just like the first volume. Let's have a look. See, scrolling now. Same picture but in black and white, grayscale. Some bit of information there. Introduction. Let's see what you can see in the introduction. I mean, you can download this yourself and have a look at it if you want. Yeah, welcome to the latest free printable resource book. Perfect for learners at intermediate level, B1 and 2. Not much for people lower than that. It is hard. Some of it, as my good friend and colleague Timmy often says, is quite hard. Quite difficult, Matt. So, yeah, but this is for B1 and B2 levels. Even sea levels might enjoy it. Those sea levels, good level people. About half the book is grammar based. Then there's a big chunk about vocabulary. Then there's a little chunk about reading and then research. Speaking and listening is maybe the third largest group. My worksheets tend to be either grammar, vocabulary, or something to do in groups like speaking practice. I don't write a lot of reading and research worksheets or pronunciation because I don't know, I think reading should be done at home, not in the classroom. One of my things. A truly eclectic mix of materials, so it's a nice use of the word eclectic. You can see that. Okay. Eclectic. So then you've got the answer pack. You can download this one file, PDF file or Word document. Then you've got all the individual pages from introduction and contents. And then these are the pages of the book. So you can go to any of them, click on the PDF or click on the Word. If let's say you want to learn about how to use going to in English, worksheet 1 of 2, you could click on this PDF. See what happens. Yes, it works. It works. So there's your worksheet, just the worksheet, no answers. The answers are in the answer file. So you could give this to somebody to do, or you could do it in the lesson, do it for homework, do it for your own practice, whatever. If you click the Word document, then it starts a download. It depends on your browser settings. If I click it, it starts a download and I get the Word document on my desktop, which is nice. So it goes through these are all the pages. Yeah, this is vocabulary. The idea was to give people individual worksheets. When I started this book, back in the autumn of last year, started to put it together, I thought about just making a web page with the individual pages, and that's all, not a book. But in the end, I put together the whole book, along with the contents, page numbers, answers, and all the book type things, that's a good phrase. Because, I wanted to do it for you, especially for you. Not just a web page, but a whole book that you can download. But if you want the Word files, all the Word files are here, Word documents are here. Maybe you want to make a mini book. You could download all the Word documents from, say, vocabulary. And along with the answers, put them together in your own book, put your name on it, put your logo, school branding, company branding's difficult for me to say. Don't need to put my name on it. It's not mine, it's for you. This is public domain. I've given it away. I don't want it. So some people do that. It's good. I like it. So yeah, all the books are like that on this website. Just for you, especially for you, as Kylie Minogue and Jason Donovan sang once upon a time. Reading, there's only 2 worksheets. Ooh, not many. Research about the ants. Maybe you remember this from the summer. I was sharing material about ants. It's really cool. This is all from throughout the whole year. You know, this is all my work. So most of it, if not all of it, has been on Facebook, on Twitter, LinkedIn. But it's just a compilation, so it's not. Maybe you know this stuff, maybe you don't know it. But I think it's quite helpful. You've got the worksheet, you've got the answers, notes, a lot of notes for this. The ants are very clever. Yeah. I'm going to watch those ants. I'm going to watch them. Just check them, check what they're doing. So anyway, you could take that and use it. Speaking and listening, some nice things here. Nice packs. Let's talk about 2 pages. Fashion, acting, cleaning, space. Let's talk about cleaning. This is from the summer. No, those days I had really too much time on my hands, and I was producing this kind of work. But you know, there we are. That's maybe was for this reason. Vocabulary, discussion questions, idioms about cleaning. No, it's nice. It's really nice. Discussion situations, that could be role play situations. What about this 11? Nobody in your flat empties the kitchen bin for 4 days. What would you do if? What would you do? That get the students talking. Your window cleaner falls off their ladder. What would you do in that situation? Talk about it, make a drama, a role play, a film. We've got some pictures here. This is nice stuff. Good quality, if I say so myself. Yeah. And I do. So I do. We've got 6 of those packs like that. Diet and fitness, home improvement. No, I think it's good. It's scrupulously checked. Everything is checked, double checked. Not triple checked, but certainly double checked. No, it's all checked and the answers are fit together and the notes are there. Yeah. So I hope you'll find it useful, and I'd love to know what you think of it. What do you think about it? Good or bad, you can tell me. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered at this stage. Yeah, PhotocopiaBRILL 2. It's available. The first book is still available. It's still available. Not in the shops. Not in any shops. No, didn't get around to doing that. Let's see if we've got any comments here. Right, let's have a look. Thanks. Greetings from Ukraine. Oksana is here. Nice to see you. To see you, nice, they say. Thank you for joining me. Oksana's here. Olimyon. Don't know where you're from. From Samarkand. But good to see you tonight. If you like it, please tell your friends. If you don't like it, then please tell me, and I'll try to. I'll do something. I don't know what I'll do. Probably be sad, upset, feel down. Anyway, if you're watching this on YouTube, then click the link and download your free copy of PhotocopiaBRILL 2, complete book number 2. Let's have a look in more detail. So this lesson is really a shameful plug, a shameful promotion. Not really shameful, as I'm not ashamed of this work. I think it's good. I wouldn't share it if I were. Yeah. So this is the file. If you do download it, it's a PDF file. And starts off like that. Goes into black and white, as we've seen. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from my point of view. The contents are here, here and here. Maybe you remember this one from the summertime. It was revised the 12 tenses of English. So all the 12 tenses are here, and you get information about the times, uses, forms, auxiliary verbs, and examples. Yeah. And what's nice is the next page is a blank. So if you've got particularly I was going to say good students. If you've got any good students, you could get them to fill in the gaps here. It's a big ask, maybe just do 2 tenses per week. And another thing about the 12 tenses, so another diagram. All this has been on Facebook already and other social media things, platforms. But this could be nice if you're struggling with tenses. You know, don't forget that English people, native speakers, don't tend to learn much about grammar at school. I didn't learn very much about it. It wasn't taught like this. That there are 12 tenses. Now is present continuous, future perfect, future continuous, future simple. We just didn't know about it. We just used the language, but we didn't know about this. Well, that was a bit... I had to learn as an adult all of this. Had to learn all this as an adult. I'm still learning, believe it or not. What else can I show you? The grammar ones, some of them very dense. Yeah, it is difficult. Third conditional. Regret or relief. But if you can work through this with your students, I think they would, and you would maybe, benefit a lot. As I did. I mean, don't forget a lot of this stuff is things that I learned by writing the materials. You know, researching, talking about it with different student groups. That's how we get to this worksheet. The third conditional is either regret or relief. And then I realized we express regret when the result clause has a positive meaning. So something positive didn't happen, that we regret it. That makes sense. But we express relief when the result clause has a negative meaning. So something negative didn't happen, which again makes sense, but it's not something I was 100% on before doing this work. But working through it is really a learning experience for me too. Yeah. And my students with me. But as teachers, we know this. We do learn with our students. We learn along with them. Try not to show it too much like we don't know what we're doing. But we learn with them, and we let them guide us as well as we're guiding them. Now, this is nice to try, but it's difficult. But all the answers are at the back of the book. What else can I show you here? I mean, nice stuff, nice work with used to. Used to, it's a typical topic for intermediate. I used to, but now I don't. When I was younger. So even this is, you could use just this section. Phrases for used to. When I was younger, when I was a child, when I was at school, in the past, I used to, plus infinitive. But now, nowadays, these days, lately, at the moment, currently, presently, recently, etc. Yeah, that's quite helpful. Students like this, you can talk about the past, things they did, especially adult classes. What else? Forgot. I had some online courses at the start of the year, and we did a lot of work on prepositions over a couple of weeks, and this was one worksheet that was really valuable for that. I developed it for them, just for that group, specifically for them. When do we use prepositions on, in, at? These were Polish students, and in Polish the prepositions do not match the English prepositions, so I had to tell them, don't translate it from Polish to English. No, they would be, for example, on the party. They're on a party, but we're at a party. And they don't have the word at in Polish, which is funny. Or it's not funny. I'm in home. They would say I'm in home, not at home. So I used this a lot. This was really useful, I can say, from my experience. Okay. Yeah, lots of preposition work, but it's useful stuff. And this is something you print out both pages, so this page and the next page, onto card, just thin card, cut out the cards, and then you've got on one side of the card the correct sentence, incorrect sentence. You've got the correct sentence, the best cake in the world, and right on the back of it you've got the incorrect, the best cake on the world. My students would say on the world, not in the world. And you just put all the cards on the table, mix them up, completely mixed up, shaken up, and say, okay, let's find all the correct sentences. They're busy, they're doing things, they're using their hands, fingers, it's kinetic, it's energy, it's movement. It's not just reading from a book, is it correct or not? They're thinking and they're presenting it. They're saying, no, this is what we think, this is correct. And maybe there are some mistakes there. So it's my kind of lesson, really, not just reading the course book, but doing something, but yes, with a clear goal, language goal, which is to find the correct use of prepositions. And to try to help them get rid of these errors like on a party, I met her in last week, and so on. Let's go through a bit more. There's lots of grammar. And then we get this vocabulary section here, which is nice. A lot of, what would you call it, infographic. A lot of graphic stuff, graphics. This is 20 words and phrases. How to say hello. You know, you could write this as a list, hand it to students, or you could make it something visual, and I made it visual. There's one for goodbye as well, the one for yes and no. So a lot of visual material in this book compared to some of my earlier books. But in the first PhotocopiaBRILL, there is two. Just this time I sorted out the size of the images. So it's better. Idioms of patience. Maybe you've seen this one online on Facebook. This is very popular on my website. 12 English idioms of patience. You've got a fisherman there. Yeah. Idioms about laughter and some worksheets. Idioms about women and men. Really interesting one for me because it showed up the real differences in attitudes towards women and men. The idioms about women were rather negative, like a woman's work is never done, or rather sexist, judgmental. You could be a fine figure of a woman. Oh, she's a fine figure of a woman. A woman's place is in the home. Not many women I know would agree, but is it? We don't know. No, of course it isn't. But around the world, is that the reality of it? That's what I mean. Yeah, it gets into trouble with this page. But man idioms are really positive. Be man enough. Be your own man. Make a man of someone. Be man of the match. A man of the people. Man's best friend, a dog. And it's a man's world. So really interesting, a lot of discussion here. It's not just about idioms. You don't just say, oh, here are 20 idioms. Just read them, find out what they mean and think of an example sentence. It's a discussion as well. When could we hear this? What about in your country, in your language? Do you have these idioms? Idioms of comfort. This is really nice. Somebody said, I'm listening. I'm here for you. Let it out. Don't bottle it up. What a pity. Never mind. So, idioms of comfort. Lots of things, lots of visual things. Games with opposites. Work in pairs. Choose one of the squares. Okay, first and last. Then one person argues that first is the best. The second person argues last is the best. With reasons. Give reasons. Nice discussion topic. Then a few minutes later, change. What's better, wide or narrow? Which is better, tidy or messy? And you have to argue the point. You have to argue it. Yeah, I had some good lessons with these worksheets. There's a blank one as well. Okay. See who is still here. Okay, good. So let's go back to it. This is a worksheet I made. In my mind, they all appear to be in the summer, but they can't all have been in the summer, so I don't know when it was. It seemed to be remarkably productive time, a prolific time for me in the summer of last year. But It probably wasn't. This was controversial, and I shared this on Facebook, and some people didn't like it. They were quite angry about it as well. Let's see if we can find out why. 100 politically correct or PC euphemisms with different categories. You have to say what the category is. You know, it's quite in depth here. And the point is, I'm saying these are words and phrases that we can't use in English, in British English, in the UK now, today. Or words which are looked down on, you know, or which are somehow offensive to somebody. Things like word like blackboard, we wouldn't use, we would say chalkboard. The same way blacklisted, where black has a negative connotation. So we can use banned, not blacklisted. Blind. We don't say this anymore, we say sight impaired. Try to avoid language which is overly gendered. Brother and sister, sibling, your sibling, your siblings. Christian name becomes your first name, so not, you know, echoes of our religious past, the Christianity of the past in the UK. Well, where it was the dominant religion in the past, I mean. Now we wouldn't say Christian name. Some people do. Some people still do. Manhole becomes a maintenance hole. Man up becomes be brave. So we're not associating man and man with particular stereotypes. But this was people got quite angry on Facebook about this and said, oh, I don't believe that. I don't believe people using all these phrases. Well, a lot of people do. And things like, even Merry Christmas, we hear, oh, happy holiday, have a great holiday, yes, see you in the holidays. No, at Christmas. Christmas is a religious festival. But we could say happy holiday. Some people say winter festival, but they do. Maybe not in your country, maybe in other countries. This is ludicrous. It looks crazy. When crazy, we shouldn't say. So this was a fun one, you know, to talk about. In the UK, people are particularly sensitive about language and upsetting other people. You know, it's political correctness. But this is going on, and we should talk about it with our students in the classroom. Yeah. Anyway, this got a good reaction as far as I'm concerned, insofar as it was negative, but it got people talking, thinking about it. Healthy eating is not something I know very much about, but I did know a bit more after doing this worksheet. Oh, that was good. Just vocabulary, food vocabulary worksheet. What else are there here? I mean, there's loads of stuff in this book. You might find on one page political correctness. The next page you might find this, ideas for using a real text. So it's 2-page notes. It's not an exercise. Even if this is the only thing you use from the book, it would be really valuable, I think. So you find a picture like this, something that's has some text, and all the different ways you could use it. So you could make true, false, or unknown statements, gap fill sentences, multiple choice questions, matching, order. I just listed all the different types of activity. Jumbled sentence. So this is, it's not a worksheet that you would photocopy and give to students, but maybe students on a teacher training course. I don't know. What else have we got? So then it gets into, that's reading. This is nice. Etiquette rules for shopping. Like the English, this is one of my sort of pet hates, really, this kind of stuff. Ants we looked at. Speaking and listening. Random acts of kindness. So really a lot of different topics in the book. Nice things, this activity was fun. It has 20 pictures. Each person has a name which is also a verb in English. So that's fun. I think I just had this idea walking home one day and thought, yeah, that's got some potential. Win, I think this is Winifred. Rob, he's robbing something. Gosh, I can't remember all of them. Skip, the oh no, I don't know this one, but the answers are in the back of the book. Neil, maybe number 20. Neil, Carrie. Bob is in the water, bobbing up and down. A lot of fun. Very, very difficult. You've got to help. Oh, the names are here at the top. The names are there anyway. You've got to help the students if you need to. Yeah, all the names are here. So we've got Bet, Bob, Carrie, Chuck, Don, Hope, Josh, Mark, etc. 2 pages of that. And then these special 2-page packs, if you like. There are 6 altogether. Fashion is the first one we looked at. Then acting, cleaning, space. These picture pages are nice. There's a lot to do here. Nice. This is nice. Describe the pictures. 1. Discuss the pictures. Compare them. Create a quiz about them. Improvise a dialogue or story. Extension. Now try each exercise again without using any of the 20 keywords, so the vocabulary words. Something visual. You won't find it in big grammar book. This is a little bit more complicated. Space word shapes. I like this one as well. So a lot to find here. Diet and fitness. Compare the pictures, contrast them. Create a quiz about them. About fitness, diet and fitness. Yeah, windmills and wind turbines. Discussion about water, about parenting. Here's 45 minutes of discussion questions for the whole lesson. So, and there's pronunciation, a couple of pages, just odd things, odd topics that came to my mind in the year during the year, wrote them down, maybe quite random. Not for every student. Writing, there's just one. Yeah, phonemes. Just one worksheet about writing, so I know that one of my reviewers was quite surprised. One worksheet about writing, then what's the point of this section? Well, maybe it proves the point that we don't need worksheets about writing. We don't need them. We need students to write, and we check it. So all the answers are here. I'm not going to go through that too much. It's everything as you can see it. And that's it. One blank page, as is traditional in my books. With a blank page, write your notes or write your shopping list or something. And there it is. So that's it, PhotocopiaBRILL. PhotocopiaBRILL 2 is now available. Also available is PhotocopiaBRILL 1, the first book. The original. I think there's definitely more grammar in the second book, I would say. Don't know. I don't know. I need to compare them and contrast them. Let's see. Have a look at the first book quickly. So it's got a nice windmill, not a lighthouse, but a windmill producing energy, making bread. Yeah, there's a bit less grammar here. 43 pages. No, up 9 to 43. Vocabulary. There's reading. There's more speaking and listening in this first book. And a bit more pronunciation. But again, only one writing worksheet. So that also proves the point. So you could get this one. Tenses, future forms, conditionals. Oh, this is nice. A nice set. Conditional family. Get to know the conditional family. 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I went through this book a few months ago, so the video is probably still on YouTube, or it's on Facebook even, if you have a look for it. Let's see. Yeah, there's some visual stuff here. There's some bits with lemons. There's the run. There's something visual. A lot of this kind of page. What's this? Homophones. A lot of lists in this book. A lot of lists. You can see a lot of that. Oxymorons. Torto phrases. This one was nice. It is what it is. But this is going back to 2018 now. So this is from 2018. And each book is different, but it's all from the same pen. They're from the same mind. And I'm sure they could both be useful in their own way. And there's the answers at the back of the book. What's this? How to say the English alphabet phonetically. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So that could be useful for students if they don't know how to say the alphabet. So it looks like it's a bit easier. No, this book is also for B1 and B2. B1. and B2. Yeah, good. Okay, if you have any more questions or comments, please type in the chat. I'm going to finish in a moment. I'll wrap it up in a minute. But I wanted to share this because it's new. It's really gone live today on the website at Berlin Training. So doubtless I will continue to do something else after this, but I don't know what. If you have any ideas, then let me know. Yeah, so this is going back to this page. Click it here, free books, the top of the web page. Free books, free books. Yeah. 26 free books. Don't forget the other books as well on this page. What else is there here? We've got the ELT Bible Study Pack 1 and 2. I Have 20 Fingers. Differences in Polish and English languages. That was difficult to write. Very difficult. Had some help with it. Big Grammar Book 1, 2. Big Grammar Book Intermediate. Big Activity Book. Big Resource Book. Lots of free books. Talk a lot books. 1, 2, 3. And Handbook and Intermediate. And Foundation course about pronunciation. Really a lot of useful materials. 80 great ideas for role plays. 80! Not 50, not 20. 20 would have been enough. But it's 80. Talk a Lot Intermediate Book 2. That started me on the Process with You Are the Course book. The teacher training books. Clear Alphabet Dictionary. Stress Reduce Merge. This is teaching, looking at phonetics and pronunciation. Stress Reduce Merge. Connected Speech. You Are the Course book. Some interesting polemics there. And lesson plans. This is really useful as well. Lesson plans. Different ideas for the classroom. 26 books and then 2 presentations as well. 5 rules for predicting sounds from spelling in English. Why doesn't anybody care about the English language? I don't know. These are PowerPoints. So if you know the answer to that question, please let me know as soon as possible. Yeah. Why doesn't anybody care about it? Well, we care at berlintraining.com. Berlin Training. Can I help you? And we care here on Facebook. Join us on Facebook at Berlin Training. And our group is called Free English Resources. And it's all the very best resources that we can find on the web. Find us as well at Twitter, Berlin Training, YouTube. Loads of videos there to watch, all the previous ones on YouTube, and Twitch. And of course at the website at berlintraining.com. So I hope you've enjoyed this little look at the new book, PhotocopiaBRILL. If you like it, tell a friend. If you don't like it, tell me why, what's wrong with it, and I can improve next time. Thank you. So have a good evening, and hopefully see you next time. I think later this week we'll be coming back with Timmy to talk about connected speech with the Ed Sheeran song Afterglow. There's already one video about that, and looking to do the second one hopefully on Thursday evening. So if you can join us, learn about connected speech, how we speak, really speak syllable by syllable. So thank you. Good night.